Hi, and welcome to Rusty Audio. Today I'm going to take up a topic that I haven't touched at all in all these videos that I have made, and it's headphones. Um, there is so many brands out there, and there is so many price categories. You can get earbuds down to like $5, or you can get headphones up to $1,500 if you want to. So I'm not going to talk about earbuds. To me, they are something that you maybe use with your phone when you're out or whatever. It's not something that I recommend as your primary headphone or earbuds usage if you want to listen to music through your sound system. So, earbuds are out of this video and this discussion. So, I have been asked which brand or which headphone do I recommend? I have one favorite brand, and it's because I have tried a lot of brands. And you try things, and you either like it or you don't, or it's okay, and then you try something else and it's better, and you change it out. In my younger days, when I was a teenager, I used to have Denon, and it was fairly good. I liked them a lot. Um, and then there was a period of time where I didn't have headphones, I didn't use headphones, and then I got back into headphones for a while, and I remember going to these music shows like Music Messe in Frankfurt and stuff like that. And you can, of course, you stop by stands and you listen to them and you look at them and you talk to the representatives, and you get an input on them. And I have tried everything from AKG to KOS, Sennheiser, Beyerdynamics, Beats by Dre, and many others. Um, a lot of the headphone brands that used to be good back in the day, a lot of them or many of them are not around, or they're now making crap. One brand that I'm really disappointed over is that was used to be good back in the 70s and the 80s. I remember my dad had a pair. Is KOS, and today I wouldn't even touch them, but they are just cheapest thing you can get out there among many others. Denon, I haven't heard Denon, the newest ones, in a long time. Probably the last ones that I heard was like late 90s, early 2000s, and they still sounded good. So if you can find a used pair of good Denons um, for a fair price, you're not doing a bad buy. If you're looking for something new, however, there's only two brands that I recommend. Out of everything on the market, there's only two brands that I recommend. And let me just get this off my chest right away. Sennheiser and Beyerdynamics are by far the two best ones. And out of those two, my favorite is Beyerdynamics because of the sound, but also the way they fit and feel on my head. And this is important because a lot of people think that it's only has to do with the sound, and it's not. Headphones is something you wear just like you wear clothing and shoes. If you have a pair of shoes that are too small or too narrow or not high enough over your foot, it's gonna feel bad. It's gonna feel painful, and you're gonna feel like uncomfortable. So if you have a pair of headphones that is not fitting right on your head, you're not gonna like them. Even if they sound really awesome, you're not gonna like them because they don't fit you, and they feel weird and funky, and they don't sit right and stuff like that. And you have to remember that everyone is not built the same way. We are all different shapes and sizes of our heads, and our ears are different, and some has ears that are bigger or smaller or whatever. So you have to kind of like go out. Don't just order online. go to stores and try out and see what is best for you. Do you want a thin boom or a thick boom? Do you want less padding or medium padding or a lot of padding on the protection of the boom over your head? So it's stuff like this that you have to try out and feel for. And of course the sound is ultimate decision here. But if you can go out and find a pair that sounds really good and fit really good, you hit the nail. And that's where Sennheiser and Beyerdynamics comes in. First of all, their sound is above everyone else. And Beyerdynamics, in my ears, sounds a little bit better than Sennheiser. So I pick Beyerdynamics every day. Their fit, both Sennheiser and Beyerdynamics has a very, very good fit. At least to me and a lot of the other people that I talk to. So it seems that they have found some type of a formula on how to build the boom and integrate the cups and the muffs or whatever you call it, and adjustments and all that stuff. Because you can adjust these as much as you want, but if it still doesn't sit right, you're just adjusting bad, maybe from worse to bad, and that's still not good enough. Another thing is, and I've noticed this because I wear ball caps a lot, and when I put headphones on, sometimes I don't want to take my hat off just to listen to music. For instance, if I'm out in the car or somewhere else and I have my headphones with me, I have found out that when you have your ball cap on, there's another element coming into play, because you automatically change everything. You have another different layer that you have to kind of like work with. And that is also something that have an impact on the boom and the cushioning and the protection and the adjustments and everything. But the most important thing, all ball caps has this little button or knob, the metal thing on top here. If the headphones and the boom and everything is not fitting right, and it puts pressure on this little button, it kind of makes it a sore spot on your head, and it makes this little spot hurting. And I have noticed one brand that is really bad on this. I have tried it several times, a few different models, and it does not change. It's the same every time. And the sound is just not there. For the price that you pay for Beats by Dre, the price you pay for that does not reflect the sound quality at all. Sound quality in my ears, but from the Beats by Dre, no good. And then you have the boom and the adjustments. They don't fit right. They sit on top of your ears. They kind of feel like they're flimsy, sliding back and forth on your ear. And when you put them on, if you use a ball cap and you have this knob on the button on top here, forget about it. It puts so much pressure on that button. It hurts really bad. Without the ball cap on, the Beats by Dre is no more comfortable by any means. I find them to be uncomfortable. I find them to be lacking in the audio part of it. And for what you pay for Beats by Dre, stay away. There's better alternatives out there. Trust me. I have tried hundreds of headphones over the years, and I rank Beats by Dre, in my personal opinion, among the bottom 5. It is not. It is a lifestyle product, and here comes the lifestyle thing again. They have used millions of dollars probably on advertising just to sell it, and they put a nice name onto it that people recognize and all that stuff, and that's fancy enough. But it comes down to sound quality and how it fits on your head. Maybe it fits better on skinny people with small heads, like narrow heads or something like that. But for me and a couple of people that I know, we we went into putting on the Beats by Dre with an open mind and like, let's give it a try. And we all agree on one thing: it doesn't fit right. It feels funky on your head. And although the sound quality is better in Beats by Dre than some others, cheap ones, it doesn't even stack up to the mid-range price products and the little bit higher up price products. So that leads me to another thing that people have asked: what price category should I buy headphones in? It's no given number on that. There's no price that is better than the other. But of course, the price reflects, in most cases, quality. And Sennheiser and Beyerdynamics, you can get them from like 80, 90 bucks and up to 3, 4, 5, 600, maybe more. So something in the middle there will give you a very, very, very good pair. The pair that I have right now that is my favorite is a special edition. Was only made 500 out of it, and it was made at the Musikmesse in Frankfurt 1 year only. And I think the name of it is DT770 SE special edition. And perfect fit, perfect sound. Like I said, you can't buy it now, and you couldn't buy it back then unless you were one of 500 at the show. And back then, I paid $150 for them, and they were handmade in front of me. I was standing there watching the lady build it and pack it, box it. Here you go. So something in that range, 150, 200, 250 bucks, you will get really good headphones from Sennheiser and Beyerdynamics. And if you go Beyerdynamics, you will never be regretting your choice ever. So my take on it is, avoid the cheap stuff, avoid the overpriced crappy stuff, such as many brands, and if you're gonna avoid those marketing brands such as Beats by Dre, because they promise you one thing, but when you put them on, I have an opinion that they don't sound the way they tell you in the advertisements that they do, and I think you pay too much for them. So go with Beyerdynamics or Sennheiser, and you will be happy. You will never have a bad headphone. Disclaimer is, I am not paid by either company. I'm not being given any endorsements or any products. But if Sennheiser or Beyerdynamics for the future wants me to test out new models, and I will do a YouTube thing about it, please contact me and we can see what we can do. I'm always up for doing product reviews. But so far, I have never received $1 from anyone. I've never received a product from anyone. I have always paid for my own products. When it comes to a lot of the other ones, I have borrowed them. I have had friends that have said, "Hey, I know you are into audio. Will you test these out for me and tell me what you think?" And that's how I have been testing a lot of these headphones. And of course, gone to music shows and stuff like that. So that was headphones, guys. Sennheiser, second place. Beyerdynamics, first place. And if you can find Denon, third place. Those are the top 3 brands. Have a nice day.